Good morning, everybody. Today is September 11th, and I just thought I'd make a video because I think it's really important for um, new lap band patients or anyone that has questions about lap band and the realities of it. You know, it's not always good. It's not always been good for me, and I had a harsh reality of it now. Some some of the things I hate about lap band, and I'm just going to be totally honest with you guys. Um, I went to the surgeon's office yesterday, and I haven't been in there for a year. And they were really proud of me because I've lost 30 pounds basically on my own for the last since April. And my band I have kept pretty loose. I have had my restriction level as high as 6 cc's at one point, but I have been living with a 4 cc's in my band for the last year. And I did that on purpose because in the past I have had trouble, and I'm experiencing that trouble again because yesterday I went in there feeling all good. It's my 4-year surgiversary. I was proud of myself, how far I've come, and they were proud of me too. And he says, "Are we going to give you an adjustment today?" And I said, "Well," I was thinking about it. I said, "Because I do have trouble with cravings. I have been a little more hungry. Um, Maybe just a really slight fill is what I told him." And he goes, "Okay." He goes, "So first I need to see what's in your band." So he pulled all the fluid out, and I was just below 4, which is really low. I mean, compared to the fact that I've had 6 at one point. So he says, "I think what I recommend is just bringing you back up to 4 and then adding a half cc. So that would make it 4.5 in your band." And I said, "Okay, that shouldn't be too big of a change." I thought that'll be fine. Um, in the meantime, they had to remind me that I still owe them $900, which I'm still paying on because every time I go to my surgeon's office, it's a copay, which I pay, but that's if I have insurance. Over the course of the last 4 years, sometimes I don't have insurance, and they told me to never ever not come in because I don't have insurance. But then yet I still have a big $200 or more bill each time I go. And whenever I get a fill, and it's 200 plus dollars, and then whenever I get an unfill, they charge me 200 plus dollars. So yeah, it adds up quickly when this has happened a few times over and then what's happened was I had some hospital, remainder hospital bill after I had my surgery, and then whenever I get a fill, and then they just put it all in collections together, and then I've been paying a low monthly payment on all of it. So it's going to take me a while to pay this stuff back, which is very frustrating. Well, anyway, I'll tell you first how I'm feeling right now, and then I'll go back and tell you how I felt about this whole issue. The whole time I've had my band has been a struggle. Um, I went back to work because I went to my doctor's appointment on my lunch hour. And I went back to work, and they give you water before you leave, and I could still, I took a few sips, and I was like, well, I can tell I got a little more restriction, but it's really hard to tell when you're drinking water. Decided not to try to eat. I just had some yogurt, and I was trying to drink a little bit of water and a little bit of coffee. Well, the coffee, the water, the yogurt, nothing would go down. And I'm like, great, this is not a good sign. I've been here, done that. I do not miss that feeling at all. I do not miss the feeling of being tight in my band and having restriction to the point where I can't even eat or drink. Um, so I thought, well, it's the first day. It's been a year since I had a fill. It's been a long time. My body's probably just reacting to it and it's swollen or something. So I waited it out, and my particular doctor, the one that I go to, is the PA, and he's the one I always have to go see because he never hurts me. He knows exactly what he's doing. We've had a relationship throughout this journey for the last 4 years, and I trust him. But he's only in my town on Mondays, and then he's in a town that's about almost an hour away, and then another day a week he goes to another town. So it's far for me to go today, but I'm gonna have to miss work today because not only could I not eat or drink last night, but I ended up all night long coughing up acid to the point where I felt like I was going to choke to death. And, um, I kept my husband up half the night until I felt guilty, and I said, I'm going to go out on the couch because at least you can get some sleep. But I just want to tell you guys how miserable this is. It's horrible. If you have a tight band and you're at the mercy of someone else that could give you relief, but you have to wait until they open at 8 o'clock, or you have to go to the emergency room, which is I've had to do a couple times. That's why my bills are so high. If I have to go to the emergency room, it has to be the hospital where I had my surgery, because a normal hospital doesn't know how to take care of a band patient. So I have to go to the original hospital where I had my surgery, and then they have to call the on-call doctor in, and that can take some time. In the meantime, you're in pain, waiting for relief. And all it takes is one little needle to take that fluid out, and you feel instant relief. But until then, it's painful, it's miserable, and it's dangerous. I was coughing up acid last night, and it was going into my lungs, and I was coughing up acid, and it's really scary, and I don't like this feeling. It makes me hate my lap band. It makes me want to just take it out. I'm tired of dealing with this crap. So, anyway, I'm miserable right now, and I just, the point of this video is that there's pain all in my throat, all the way in my chest. I can't even have a sip of anything. I tried to have a little sip of coffee this morning, and it won't go down. It's just sitting here in my chest. Also, I can't take my antidepressants. I can't take my vitamins. Nothing will go down. So that's not good to miss your pills like that. And they don't open until 8, and it's 6:45. I have to get Sophie's lunch ready. I have to get her off to school, and I'm going to call them right at 8 o'clock and ask if I can just come in. In the past, they've been rude to me. They're like, well, I don't have an appointment until 2. And I'm like, I'm really in pain here. It only takes them 2 seconds to take the fluid out. This is kind of an emergency. But in the past, I've been treated bad with them, and it just hasn't been a great experience. I thought half a cc would be no big deal, but it has put me completely too tight now. There are times when I ask myself, do I really need this band? Maybe I could just take it out and I've done well on my own. I feel like I've done mostly all the, weight I've lost has been on my own. I've had so many fills and unfills, and this last year I decided to keep it loose on purpose because I want to be able to swallow a pill. I want to be able to guzzle a little bit of water. I want to be able to eat regular foods. And when it's looser, I can live a little more normal, like a normal person. But when it's like this, it's absolutely painful and miserable. So, I'm not knocking weight loss surgery because weight loss surgery saves lives, but if you guys are considering getting lap band, think long and hard about it because it's going to change your life. It's not necessarily going to change it for the better. It is not the easy way out. It's painful. It's tough to find that sweet spot with your band. It's tough to find the right restriction level. I am going to go in this morning and I'm going to have them bring it down to 3.5, and I'm just going to stay with that. I have no desire to get another fill. I have no desire to have a tight band. I have no desire to have any kind of restriction to where it hurts when I'm swallowing food. I don't want to live this way anymore. So, those of you that are considering it, I hope that you will think long and hard about it and ask yourself whether or not you can do it on your own. Because if you can do it on your own, do it. There's a lot of great people on here that are my friends now that have not had surgery that are doing great. I just wish that I would have had enough willpower, enough strength within myself to do it on my own. But at the time when I had my surgery, I was at the lowest point in my life, and I didn't have much of a will to do anything. And the surgery was an answer for me, and it helped me. But it's also been very difficult. And I can honestly say that since April, the 30 pounds I've lost, I've done that all on my own. I've worked my ass off to lose every single pound. And I want to continue that. I was feeling really good. And today I feel absolutely miserable. I couldn't go for my walk this morning because I'm too weak. I actually weigh 3 pounds less than yesterday. That's how quickly you can go down when you can't eat or drink. I'm dehydrated. I feel like crap. Don't do this to yourself unless you're sure, guys. I'm sorry. Lap band is not the easy way out. Sometimes it just sucks. So I'm calling my doctor's office right when they open at 8, and I'm hoping they'll be able to get me right in because I don't want to have to wait. I need relief right now. So anyway, I'll let you guys know how it goes. I hope I'm not in trouble at work for missing work, but I honestly haven't had any sleep, and I'm so miserable and tired and hungry and just I don't feel good. Anyway, I just wanted you guys to know it's not a piece of cake. And if your band's too tight and you get dehydrated and malnourished, it doesn't take you long to go down. Be quick. It's quick. Been through it a few times, and I did not miss this at all. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll let you know, hopefully. Maybe I can make an appointment this afternoon and maybe I can make a video this afternoon and show you how much better I feel after. But take care. Have a good day.